Ladies and gentlemen, the 72nd Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, come on, you do better than that. Morning. I mean, listen, we're here, the greatest conference ever held. I want to thank all of you for being at this great conference. I want to talk about Virginia a little bit. I am the 72nd governor, so when you go to bed tonight, think about this. Our first governor was Patrick Henry, started the American Revolution, give me liberty or give me death. Our second governor, Thomas Jefferson, and now Terry McAuliffe. Is this not a great country we live in? But it is an honor to be here today in Dallas, Texas, to talk about something I love dearly. As Dallas mentioned, I'm all about economic development. When I ran for governor of Virginia, my whole emphasis is we got to diversify, we got to grow into new areas. Virginia is the #1 recipient of Department of Defense dollars, more than any other state. Largest naval base in the world, the Pentagon, Central Intelligence Agency, Quantico, 27 military installations. That's all great news when they're spending money, but when you go through sequestration and other things and Congress's inability, in my mind, to get anything done, we've got to go into other areas. So I picked a couple areas that we needed to excel in, and I'm very proud. Cyber, as Dallas had mentioned, had been one of our top areas. I'm proud now that after 3 years, we now have more cybersecurity companies than any state in the United States of America. We're booming in the business. I also talked about data. We have more data centers now than any other state in America. But also the unmanned vehicles, the UAVs is another area I said we here in Virginia need to own it. We have all the assets that most states would love to have. We're close to the regulators, the people who make the decisions at the FAA. Just a couple miles away, we have terrain that you can easily use to explore and investigate for your different types of vehicles. We need a very business-friendly environment. We're a very low-tax state. As I say, we're business-friendly. So we have leaned in. I'm proud that we're one of the 6 FAA sites to do the testing, and I'm very proud that the Virginia site, with Virginia Tech, we now have done more testing than the other 5 centers combined. It shows we are leaning in. Last year, I was very proud. During a snowstorm, we were the first state to actually deliver pharmaceutical supplies. Obviously, if you have a huge storm out in certain parts of our state with a lot of mountains, sometimes the National Guard can't get there. With our drone capacity, we can now deliver pharmaceutical supplies, and we did an example of that, delivering some pharmaceutical supplies to someone who had a diabetic issue during a major snowstorm. I'm the first governor. I was interviewed live on national television from a tethered drone with a microphone on the end of it. Last year, as you probably read, we did some very innovative things. We delivered about 650 different packages of Chipotle. We delivered burritos and salads to designated areas for a lot of the Virginia Tech students. We're leaning in on that. Next week, I will be cutting the ribbon on the first 3,000-foot runway, the first drone runway in America at Wallops Island on Virginia's eastern shore. And I will be going up in an unmanned vehicle myself that day. Aurora is going to take me up, which I'm very excited about. We do launches out of Wallops all the time. I always say I want to be the first governor to go in space. I tell my detractors, it's a two-way, it's both ways you come back. It's not just a one-way ticket, which I'm excited about. And so listen, we have leaned in Virginia. If you're thinking about doing business, I'd say look at the states that are actually leaning in this new technology. As governor, I want to know the air, the land, and the water. Actually, we're building docks today that now will interlink with what's going on in the air. We're the only state that's actively out doing that today. We're promoting. As it relates to on the land, we have 70 miles now of censored roads that we're building to be able to work on the autonomous vehicle. I have $10 billion worth of roads under construction in Virginia today. We're making sure they all have the latest technology, that they have the latest sensors going forward. It's very important for us, obviously, to be able to do that. So I would also say on regulations, we just passed legislation in Virginia, because what we'd seen in many states and what I'd heard from the companies is, obviously federal law preempts, but the state's very important. And what you're having in a lot of states is a lot of new laws and regulations that make it difficult to be able to move around. Individual counties were passing their own legislation. So an unmanned vehicle could go on the county and have to stop at the county line. We have none of that, folks, in Virginia. I've just signed into law a governor's bill that we actually sponsored, that there are no local regulations at all. We do not have state regulations. The industry is too new, and I don't want us writing laws that could stifle innovation and entrepreneurship. So we're very proud. We're the first state out with that, so you don't have to worry at the state side what is actually happening. So if you look at all the different things we have going, I would love to have you come. I'm a huge believer in your industry. This is the future. There is no question about it. I recently just rode in the Tesla S. The new automated vehicle is spectacular. So I would encourage all of you to continue to think about the great state of Virginia. I also serve as the chairman of the National Governors Association, so I'm in charge of all 55, the 50 states and the 5 territories. I work with our governors every day saying, folks, you know, this isn't about Virginia. This is a U.S.-wide. All of us need to be into this technology. These are the jobs of the 21st century. In those states that are out that are friendly, that are regulation-friendly, tax-friendly, innovation-friendly, those are the states that are going to get all those businesses because, you know, I'm excited about what the future is going to bring. We have the second most number of technology workers in the United States of America. We're investing billions of dollars in our education system to make sure you have the skill sets at your businesses. So I wanted to come here and say thank you. Virginia is unique. We're leading the nation in this area. And I want you to think about Virginia for your future needs maybe. And folks, let's be honest with it. We are the greatest state and the greatest nation on earth. Think about it. Forget those other 49 worthless states. I'll take my national governor hat off. In 1607, when those 3 ships came to America as a stock trading company, where'd they come? They came to Jamestown, Virginia. They didn't go to Delaware, New York, or Pennsylvania. No sirree. And then Massachusetts, they talk about that dinky little rock thing they got up there. What's that thing called? Plymouth Rock. That was 1620. We were 1607, folks. We are the action. I've got it all in Virginia. Great education system. Last month, a major educational periodical said the #1 state for higher ed. We're always in the top in our K through 12. We've got mountains. We've got the ocean. Think about this. We don't have sharks in our water in Virginia Beach. We have dolphins. They come, they pick up your children, they give them rides, they drop them back off. There's no other state that can give you that. I have 300 wineries. We just moved into 5th place in America on our wineries. California, Oregon, Washington, New York, and I don't really count New York. They use their grapes for jam. That doesn't count. And now Virginia. And by the time I'm done as governor, they're going to think Napa is an auto parts company. I'm telling you, folks, we've got it all. So we got 300 wineries, 200 craft breweries. In fact, Ballast Point and Deschutes and Stone have all moved. Their East Coast operations are now all in Virginia. I got 8 varieties of oysters. 8. No other state has that. You come, you eat our oysters, you drink our wine. Virginia's for lovers. You figure out all the rest. I can't do everything for you as governor. But I'm just telling you, the historic sites, George Washington's home, Thomas Jefferson's, we love you. We love doing business. We're open and welcoming. Everybody gets treated with dignity and respect. And we have a motto, if you're making money, the state's doing well. So I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Go home tonight. Put your head on that pillow. Think about the Commonwealth of Virginia, the greatest state and the greatest nation on earth. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen.